signature LeBron James games, and it's looking like this could be it. He has 22 points at the half. It's the 100th time he's had at least 20 in a half in his playoff career. He is well on his way to setting the record for the most points by a 40-year-old in a playoff game. By the way, that's 32 points. It was set by Kareem in 1987. Perk, what is going to be the difference maker down the stretch? Because these two have been going back and forth.
They have, but it's going to come down to the superstars, right? LeBron James and Anthony Edwards. And let me tell you the difference between them offensively. J.J. Redick is actually putting LeBron James in position to be successful offensively, helping him get easy buckets. When you watch Anthony Edwards play, yes, he's at double-figure points right now, Sinead Malika, but all of those are tough shots besides the kickouts. Coach Finch got to help him get easy buckets.
Yeah, they flipped the script. Speaking of tough shots, game one, you could say that the Lakers got punked. Well, LeBron James answered in game three with physicality. I love the 20-plus points and a half, but it's more so the Lakers' defense. They contested 81% of the Timberwolves shots. So, we were saying that they were not good defensively early on. Well, they have flipped the script.
And yet the Timberwolves are hanging right there. They're only down by 4. Lisa Salters reported that Luka Doncic feeling a little under the weather in this one.
Paint for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Make love to the paint. Get in the paint. Dominate the glass. Naz Reid, Rudy, Julius Randle, keep attacking.
Why make
32 paint points for the Timberwolves here in the first half? Austin Reeves, though, Perk, you've been saying he's the most important player for the Lakers.
Especially with Luka being sick under the weather. Look at him coming off from 10 down.
Austin Reeves, 14 points in this first half for Los Angeles. They made a change to their starting lineup, Gary Trent Jr. in, and that seemed to be the secret sauce.
Yeah, alongside Giannis, combined for 74 points. It was wild. Yes, I'm glad to see that their season is not over.
I'm glad I picked the Bucks to win this game. They still got life.
We both did. They needed a little bit more from their starters.
They probably heard me at
Gary Trent Jr. provided just that. Trent Jr., Giannis Antetokounmpo, they became the first duo to each have 35 or more points in the same game in Bucks postseason history. And so now Milwaukee lives to fight another day.
Doc told them at halftime.
We'll be back in 60 seconds.
5 points, fewest points allowed in the game this season for the Lakers. Luka took the lead offensively with a near triple-double, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. Series moving to Minnesota. Lakers have lost 7 straight road playoff games. Back here in CBS Sports HQ, NBA analyst Tim Doyle and John Gonzalez. John, where would you say this series stands ahead of a pivotal Game 3 tonight?
Yeah, about where I thought. I picked the Lakers in 7. It obviously wouldn't surprise me if the Wolves end up winning this series. Luka and LeBron, Austin Reeves were all better. Austin Reeves especially was better in Game 2. Luka's been good through the first 2 games, and LeBron definitely stepped up in Game 2 as well. But the Wolves have more options. I think the concerning thing if you're the Lakers is that Ant hasn't really had an Ant game yet. They still won Game 1 despite the fact that he was just kind of like out there doing his own thing. I think the Wolves were super happy to get one in LA and now go back to Minnesota because, as you mentioned, the Lakers have not been good on the road in the playoffs for a while now. And on top of that, the Wolves are more physical. The Lakers know that. They called it out after Game 1. I think the Wolves want to get back to that. But yeah, this series is super close, just as expected.
Yeah, I mean, as good as the Wolves were in game number 1, they were just as bad in game number 2, shooting the ball, especially jump shooting the ball, where they extremely struggled in game number 2, but yet locked up the Lakers in the fourth quarter and made it next to impossible for the Lakers to score. I think the Lakers are pretty predictable on offense. And by the way, their last 7 road playoff games, 0-7. So there's no way you watch the first 2 games and be like, they're definitely going to win tonight. They're going to go to Minnesota. I mean, with Anthony Edwards have yet to have a big game, I think the Lakers are in big-time trouble. I, like every other fan in the NBA, wanted to see Warriors, Lakers in the next round. Now I'm not so sure, Akeem, either team is going to make it there.
John, what's the key then for victory for LA in Game 3 as they've lost their last 7 playoff road games?
All right, this is some expert analysis here. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you guys. You ready? Luka and LeBron. That's it. That's the whole thing here. Those 2 guys got to have big-time games. They had to have big-time games throughout the entire series. Everybody knows that. And then Austin Reeves is a good third option. But after that, it falls off a cliff so fast for the Lakers offensively. You're not going to get a ton of offense from Rui Hachimura or Dorian Finney-Smith or Gabe Vincent. And then defensively, they're super limited at center, right? I mean, they start Jackson Hayes. They quite clearly do not trust Jackson Hayes, which is why you're getting a bunch of DFS and LeBron at small ball center. So, yeah, the key here, all Luka, all LeBron at all times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing. And so far, they're giving you 54 points. I think they're probably going to need more than that. Like, is that crazy to say on the road against a team that, at least in game number one, looked more athletic, more balanced, deeper? I just thought they played terrible in game number two. And you want to know something? A lot of teams who stay in LA for 3 nights play terrible after 3 nights in LA. That's just a common thread that I like to handicap even in the regular season. And that's exactly what happened to the T-Wolves. I think they're going to be more focused in this game. Let's see who else can step up and help Luka and LeBron make some shots, spread this defense out. You're going to have to make threes if you're going to win on the road.
All right, right back to you, Tim. Let's get your top Lakers prop for game 3. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I have LeBron under points. I think they're in trouble in this game, guys. I think that we saw LeBron James, what was it, the double-digit scoring streak, kind of almost get a little dicey there, and he picked it up in the fourth quarter. Not saying he's not going to have 16 or 18 points and maybe even 20. 24, I don't think he's getting to that number. I think there's so much pressure on him. And I always like to put myself in the other team's, coaching staff. Like, probably want to get the ball out of his hands. That'd be my advice. I'd be like, yeah, if he's driving, let's send 2 bodies and make him give the ball up or make it a better decision. We're going to go under his number.
Timberwolves have lost 3 straight home playoff games, so something's got to give here, right? The Lakers have lost 7 straight road playoff games. The Timberwolves have lost 3 straight home playoff games. So, John, what has to happen for the T-Wolves to protect their home floor tonight?
Well, for the T-Wolves, it's the opposite of what I was saying about the Lakers, right? I mean, you just want to try to limit Luka and LeBron. Easier said than done, but they got to get physical with them. That worked in game 1. Luka still had a big game, but LeBron was off, and that physicality was noted by the Lakers. JJ Redick called it out after the game. LeBron called it out after the game. And it's not surprising because we all knew. Again, I mentioned they start Jackson Hayes at center, and then they immediately yank Jackson Hayes. They have no size in that front court. The Wolves are bigger, they're stronger, they're more athletic. Rudy, Naz Reid, Julius Randle, even Ant positionally are all large human beings, and the Lakers have some positional size, but really no front court size, and they were just kind of roughing up the Lakers. I think they need to get back to that. Playoff hoops, nothing easy going to the rim. You're in Minnesota. Like, if you want to break that streak of 3 straight home playoff losses, they want the Lakers to continue that streak of 7 straight road playoff losses. Yeah, you got to knock them around a little bit.
Yeah, and Rudy Gobert's got to be a little bit better. He's only given me 4 points and 6 rebounds so far through 2 games. I think for Minnesota, you got to make some jump shots. In game number 1, we talked about their 3-point shooting, but overall, they made jump shots. I know no one wants to shoot mid-range jumpers, and it's a lot. Jalen Brunson shoots them, and they go in a lot. Game number 1, they were sensational on jump shooting, nearly 50% from the field jump shooting in game number 1. Game number 2, 20%. And this is just overall jump shots. Like, you're going to need to make some shots once in a while. Dante DiVincenzo. Ooh. And even, Akeem, you know how I feel about this guy. Mike Conley. Even you, Mike Conley. And the reason I don't like him, John Gonzalez, okay, is because my senior year at Northwestern, I was 2nd in the league in assists, 2nd in steals. Who was number 1? Mike Conley. He has made over $250 million in the NBA. Last year I made $85,600, okay? $85,000, $600. Like, where has my life gone wrong? Okay, so now that Mike Conley is struggling in the playoffs, secretly I'm happy. But if I'm going to bet the Wolves, I want them to make some shots.
Yeah, you need to, bet on Mike Conley, right? So you can get the bag, get the money bags out. All right, so Tim, right back to you. What's your tippy top T-Wolves prop tonight? You gonna go with a Mike Conley prop?
No, I'm gonna go with the Anthony Edwards prop here. Okay, he's only shot 40% in this series, and I think he bounces back in a big way. This is probably one of the more hyped T-Wolves games that they've played in a long time in the playoffs. I mean, think about it. They're playing the Lakers at home with LeBron and Luka Doncic, and you don't want to say it's a must-win game, but you got to take care of business. So I think Anthony Edwards is going to have a monster game. He averages right around this mark in the regular season. He's down about to 23 so far in the first 2 games of the playoffs. I think he has one of these games where he takes 25, 28 shots, and if he does that, he's definitely going over this number.
Minnesota's a 3.5-point favorite. The total 208. John, who are you backing tonight, Minneapolis?
Yeah, I feel bad about this, Tim. Tim Doyle, the only one who doesn't like Mr. Nice Guy, Mike Conley. He's over there with his Mike Conley voodoo doll, just pushing pins into it. I'm going to go with the Wolves. As I mentioned, I took the Lakers in 7 to win the series. I'm not sure I feel great about it. I did it because Luka and LeBron are two of the three best players in this series, but the Wolves, I think, have the better team. They certainly have the much better defensive team. They're going to be home. They're going to have the home crowd behind them. They won't have. Tim Doyle loves this. I love that he loves it. Lakers also not great on the road this season. 3 games under 500. So give me Tim Doyle's favorite, Mike Connolly, and the Wolves in Minnesota tonight.
Now, I will say this, John. If you're laying 3.5, you're a better person than me. Because this is a late start. And Akeem knows this. He has 3 kids, and he's miserable like I am. And the thing that I do...
It's not true. It's not true. Don't speak for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, down Cowboy.
I drive a minivan with 36 cup holders.
So do I. I have the same thing. We live the same life.
Okay, thank you. All right. I'm more miserable than you are. And here's my point. I don't like 3.5 because if we're up 6 and I'm like eating a double stuffed Oreo with 4 seconds left and Austin Reeves comes down, woo, and throws it a 3 and the Wolves win by 3, I physically get ill. And late night then I can't sleep. Then my point is the next day with the 3 very lovely children like running around and being like little children and stuff, then I become like a really bad dad. So I'm just going to become Minnesota on the money line. Just win the game. And if you don't want to lay the price, that's fine. Throw it in a parlay. Get some weird baseball action going or something. But yes, Minnesota will win this game. And Minnesota, little Timmy, is winning this series.
You got to watch out for that acid reflux when you're having those Oreos late at night. Got to be careful with
and acids.
Yeah, I got to get.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.